Hi guys, and welcome to our WWE Saturday Night's main event 2024 prediction video. Yes, I'm back with Sab for what is going to be our final prediction video of the year. Oh, another year has come and gone for WWE. Another year has come and gone on my channel. And yes, it's flew by really. My goodness, seems like yesterday me and Callum were predicting the Royal Rumble, but here we are in December with the final show of the year. Now, usually there isn't a pay-per-view in December. It's not since like TLC a few years back, but they've brought back Saturday night's main events, which was like a classic show from the 80s and early 90s with lots of special talent. And Jesse Ventura, who I believe is coming back to do commentary on this show. I think they brought it back in the noughties for a little short run, but now here we are with its third run back here in 2024. Now, it's not really a PLE. It's not on the network. It's only 2 hours. It's on NBC and Peacock, but I think we are getting it free here in the UK. I think on YouTube on Saturday night. So only four matches, but it should be a fun little 2 hour show to definitely to cap off the year. So, yes, Sab, are you looking forward to Saturday night's main event?
I am looking forward to it. I think it's a really, really good idea. Like, I think we've seen in the past, like under Vince and stuff, where they try to bring back old shows, but they'd always do like a really bad job of it. Either when they were trying to bring back ECW as its own
Yeah.
show, and they try to bring back other things, and they just haven't really worked. But I think Triple H just takes these things a lot more seriously and understands the nostalgia of these kind of things. And Saturday Main Event was like a big, big thing back in the day. So having it kind of rebranded but back, and I think it's really, really cool. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I don't expect massive things to happen, but hey, who knows? But it's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. So that's the most important thing. Nice way to
Well,
end the year.
yeah. Well, I did say four matches. There's actually five, which we'll get to. We're going to be crowning a new women's United States champion on this show, the inaugural women's United States champion on the show. I guess that's the big talking point. I'll get to that. I
Yeah.
think get to that towards the end. So okay. So first match we have then is let's go with Sami Zayn going up against Drew McIntyre. So Drew's recently come back, and he's just been picking a bone with Sami Zayn. There's not much of a rivalry, I don't think. I think they've had a few promo and face-offs. Yeah, it's good to see Drew back. Of course, what a year he's had. WrestleMania, the feud of CM Punk, so it's great to see him back. Um, I'll start with this one. I think this one's pretty obvious. I'm going to say Drew McIntyre wins this one. Obviously he lost the CM Punk feud. I think he needs to come back with a win, get some fresh momentum ahead of the Royal Rumble next year. So yeah, Sami Zayn takes nothing from a loss. He's just that sort of guy. He can have a great match and lose. So should be a really fun, definitely a fun match. I think these two will have good chemistry in the ring together, but pretty straightforward. I'm going to say Drew McIntyre picks up the win here in what should be a very fun match. Yep, sad.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I think yeah, it has to be Drew really. I think he's just come back. Obviously, he's had that big, sort of almost career-defining feud with CM Punk
Mm,
last time out, which is amazing. And the fact that he actually lost that after everything that he's gone through with that, he needs to win. And obviously, what happened at WrestleMania and all of those things. So yeah, I think he needs to win, and it's the perfect sort of comeback opponent.
mm,
Sammy can take loss after loss and tends to still be very over and very strong. And it makes sense storyline wise where they're going with this too. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good match, a really good match. But Drew's going to
mm.
win. So
Yeah, okay. Both going with Drew McIntyre to pick up the pin. Pretty straightforward. Okay, next up then we have a singles match for the Women's World Championship. Yes, we have Liv Morgan defending her belt, going up against Io Sky. Now, I believe Io Sky won a a number one contendership match. I think she did like a fatal four way or something to become, like I said, to get this chance at Liv. Um, yeah, looking forward to this. Io Sky, we all know how good she is in the ring. She did that amazing bin diving spot again at War Games. Back at WrestleMania, she had a great match with Bailey. Even if her title reign back then when she lost it wasn't the best. Um, I'll let you start with this one, Sab. Did think this one was easy, but then I haven't watched it, but I did see Io Sky and Rhea Ripley had a bit of a conversation on Raw. I wonder what that was about. Anyway, I'll let you start.
hmm. Well, yeah, it's a hard one. I think hard in the sense that there isn't like a huge feud between these two. Obviously, it's all kicked off since Survivor Series, with that spot that you just talked about. But again, with the nature of the show and everything like that, and I think obviously we're getting into obviously after this we've got the Royal Rumble, so it's really into sort of WrestleMania season. So I think I would imagine Liv Morgan to retain. Not clean, I reckon Raquel will probably get involved. But yeah, I think this just it's been quite interesting. Yeah, obviously, it's sort of come out of nowhere since Survivor Series, but I think these two are actually going to put on a match. You know, especially Io Sky is amazing in the ring. It does feel like a little bit of an excuse just to get this match on, or the women's title card on, a women's match on the title card. But regardless, I think this is going to be a good match, good fun match. And I think it's a good chance just to show Io Sky as a legitimate threat, so that even if she takes the loss, which I think she will, she'll still
Mm,
come out looking strong, which that means hopefully promising big things for her next year.
mm.
But Liv Morgan's going to retain. I would be shocked. I'd generally be shocked if they didn't. If they took it away from her, I can't see too many shocks on the night. But hey, you never know. As I said, you never know. But yeah, Liv to retain.
Yeah, I agree. It does seem like a very, I mean, this is pretty much a televised house show, really, but it's being broadcast on TV channels, like I said.
Yeah.
So, but it still should be a fun show, definitely. I agree. I'm going to go with Liv Morgan. I've not been the biggest fan of her title reign so far. You know, she's every defense she's weaseled out her way out of with thanks to outside help from Judgment Day or Raquel Rodriguez. But that's just her character. That's the heel character she's playing. And it'll probably be the same here. I think an Io Sky will probably have the match won, and then out comes Raquel Rodriguez or the Judgment Day to help, or Dom. Um, maybe is there a Tiffany Stratton cash in? Maybe, or will she save it for Nia Jax? Maybe at the Rumble or something. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I can maybe see a Tiffany Stratton cash in, maybe, but I don't want to. That's a rabbit hole, so I'll leave that for now. But yeah, I'm gonna say Liv Morgan wins via interference as usual. Then next up we have is, I think, could be a very fun match. Yes, we have a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, we have Gunter defending his belt, going up against Finn Balor. This was originally a singles match, but now Damian Priest has been added into the match. So now it's a triple threat. So yes, Gunther, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. Ooh, this should be really fun. I've heard a few people saying why is Damian Priest been added into this just because of his beef with Finn Balor, and I kind of agree. I think this. I was looking forward to seeing Gunther and Finn Balor one on one. I think that would have been an amazing match. You know, we've seen Gunther and Damian Priest twice now, and they've had good matches. But I think Gunther and Finn Balor, that's a very good match. I think they had a match back in NXT back in the day, and that was really good. Who's winning this? I think Gunther's the strong favorite. And yeah, I'm going to say Gunther. I think the focal point in this match will be Finn Balor and Damian Priest fighting each other like they did at like that match at Bad Blood they had. But I think Finn there Gunther will retain because I think he just deserves to go into next year, though they're heading into the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season as World Heavyweight Champion. So, but I can see a possible shock. Maybe Finn Balor pins Damian Priest, Gunther doesn't get pinned, and Finn Balor wins the World Heavyweight Champion because I don't know if you've heard rumors, Sab. Finn Balor's meant to be getting quite a big push next year, although
Yeah, I've
I
heard that. Yeah.
I'll take that with a pinch of salt because I have it's a wrestling rumor. There's so many wrestling rumors that never actually happened. But anyway, I can see maybe a shock. Finn Balor he pins Damian Priest when Gunther's out the ring. Gunther's like, and Finn Balor wins a world heavyweight championship. But nah, I'm gonna stick with Gunther. What should be a really fun triple threat match. Sab.
Yeah, I think probably Gunther as well. I think when you have a triple threat like this, especially in this situation, it's pretty clear that it's there specifically to probably one make all of the guys look kind of strong, so they all get a decent showing, which is probably what this is designed for. It's so as you said, Gunther needs to look strong, and he hasn't looked that strong as of late, but to keep up the reign, but also to make sure Finn and Damien look strong. I've also heard and I've read a few articles that Finn is in line for a big singles push, obviously because he's been at the company for such a long time now. He's turned into a locker room leader, and it's overdue, to be honest. Lest we forget, Finn was the first ever Universal Champion, and that ended after what, a decade or however it was. So he's never really had a singles push since then. So it's good that he's finally getting that kind of that payoff if it happens. And Damien, they obviously quite high on him as well. So it's about making all three guys look strong. Having said that, the other reason for triple threat is that you can get the title off the guy with that, they can get the title off and change hands, and the previous title winner looks strong. What I'm saying is maybe Gunther could lose this, but still looking stronger than he was the one that was pinned. Having said that, I feel like that isn't going to happen. It just doesn't make sense for Gunther to be losing this. And well, like you said, pretty much a glorified house show would just be. I think there's just a way for the match to have a load of cool spots in it, and you know, all three guys look strong. I can see Finn and Jamie not able to sort the differences out, and then they kind of do stuff with each other, and Gunther capitalizes on that. I think that's probably what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Gunther to retain.
Okay, both going with the Ring General. Okay, then next up we'll have is the tournament final for the inaugural WWE Women's United States Championship. Yes, this is big. So we will crown the first ever Women's US Champion. Yes, the women are finally getting a mid card championship. Long, long, long overdue, in my opinion. This should have happened years ago. But anyway, the finals, so the semi-finals are on SmackDown, so it's not been confirmed yet. But it will either be Bailey or Chelsea Green versus Meechin or Tiffany Stratton. They're the semi-final matches for SmackDown. So of course, predictions subject to change, based on what the final match will be. But Sab, I'll let you start. Who's winning? Or who will be the first ever Women's United States Champion? Will it be Bailey,
Oh, that's hard, yeah.
Bailey, Chelsea Green, Meechin, or Tiffany Stratton? Go
Um, yeah, difficult, and a nice um, mix in terms of the semi-finals there. Um, and I guess when you look at it, it's like who needs this title the most? I think that's what you've got to kind of look at. And it's typical, like all four, I guess, probably
on.
have a good stake to it, and would probably serve that title quite well. I don't think it's going to be Bailey. Can't see it being Bailey. I think she's still consider her one of the more main event stars. Then again, the inaugural one, you may want to give it to a big name. I'm going to say Chelsea Green. Yeah, I feel like I think Chelsea Green, and I think is that someone said it might have something to do with the fact that obviously her husband Matt Cardona will be in attendance because it's in his
Oh,
hometown or whatever. So there might be a thing there. But Yeah, I think she sort of deserved it as well. Like with her popularity, the work she's done, how much she's improved, and how great she's been over in her time to be. So I think, yeah, I think the momentum is there with Chelsea. So I would say it's going to be her. That's my prediction.
okay. Yeah, that's a good shout. Chelsea Green's very over with the crowd. She gets big pops on the weekly episodes. Um, ah, it is tricky this one because it could be Bailey. But she only recently lost the women's championship SummerSlam. So maybe it's a bit too soon to give her another belt. Maybe Meechin, I think she's okay, but Meechin's fine, I guess. But in terms of character, not that invested in her. And Tiffany Stratton is a good shout, but she is Miss Money in the Bank. So I think being Miss Money in the Bank and the holding the US Championship would be a bit confusing. Although it has been done before, but I think by some other wrestlers. I'm gonna say, oh, I agree with you. I'm going with Chelsea Green. I think she's gonna do it. I think she'll somehow squeeze her way past Bailey, some shenanigans or some swervy finish, um, and then she'll either beat Meechin or Tiffany Stratton to a big pop this Saturday. So yeah, I'm gonna go two with Chelsea Green. I think she'll be the crowd will go crazy for her. I don't think she'll have a very long reign with it. She might have only have like one or two defenses and then drop it before WrestleMania. But yeah, I'm down with that. So yeah, Chelsea Green to become the first ever women's US champion. Woo!
Good night, Chelsea.
Woo! Bless me. Right. Then on to the main event. Yes, we have. It might be the main event. They might go with the Women's Championship. But anyway, what might be the main event? Yes, we have a singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Yes, we have Cody Rhodes defending his belt, going up against Kevin Owens. And I'm really glad Cody's back defending the championship. You know, his last pay-per-view defense was Bash at Berlin, which was months ago. I know he's still a bit on pay-per-views with Roman and the likes, but they weren't title matches, and he wasn't at War Games. So I'm happy to see Cody back defending his belt because I think it wasn't not getting stale, but I think some fans were like, "Oh, come on, Cody, when's can we start? Can we see you defend the belt again, mate?" Well, that's not his fault. That's the booking. Um, and yeah, this should be a great match. Obviously, this is a rematch from Bash at Berlin, and these two had a great match then. Um, and I've enjoyed the build. You know, KO's been like on Breaking Point and all that, and she's like sit down interview with Michael Cole in the car. That was really funny. He just get out the car, hey, Michael. And he just shuts the window in his face. That KO's great, man. But that being said, this will be a fantastic match, like they had at Bash at Berlin. But yeah, very predictable. I'm going to say Cody Rhodes retains. I think it's very likely Cody's going to go a full year as champion, as he's probably going to head into WrestleMania 41 as champion. So yes, I'm going with Cody Rhodes to retain in what should be a really, really fun match because like I said, I really enjoyed their match at Berlin a few months back. So yeah, Cody Rhodes to retain. Sab?
Yeah, completely agree. Yeah, I sort of. It's not really Cody's fault, but at the same time, you know what? This is the problem. I think anyone would be champion, and it would inevitably, what fans are like. They're so fickle, and they change their moods so quickly depending on it. So we all wanted him to be part of WrestleMania, and then the second he's champion, oh, he's boring, blah blah blah. Well, I mean, that's not nothing to do with him. That's who he's had to face. That's what fans think and stuff like that. But I think Cody's great. He's been a great champion, and this is going to be a good match as they had in Bash at Berlin. And I've liked Kevin Owens as a heel actually. Like I think the thing is the best villain's always the one that's sort of are slightly telling the truth. Like you could understand as a real life, not real life, but within the storyline, kayfabe, he's legitimately got issues. Like, well, hang on, we spent so long trying to take the bloodline, and you immediately team with Roman. Same issue that Seth has got with Sammy now. So it's all nicely linked together. They're really long-term threads are really nice. Having said that, yeah, Cody's not losing the title on a Saturday main event. It just ain't gonna happen. Great match. Absolute interference from Randy Orton, but there's no way he's losing the title. I mean, my God, I'd be shocked. It would be unbelievable if he did. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It is not gonna happen.
Yep. Yeah, Cody's still got to have that match with Randy at some point. He's got to have that match with The Rock, hopefully, at some point. So, yeah, he's not dropping it here. Definitely not.
Perhaps the seeds of that could be built tonight on Saturday night because if Randy gets involved and because they've kept that going as well with him looking at the title and that's not gone away. And him obviously Randy and Kay have had their issues, so they've got nice little subplots with this as well. So I feel like maybe there could be the seeds of that because obviously the Rumble's not far along. Obviously Cody won't be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
So he's got to face somebody. It won't be Kevin Owens at the Rumble. So who will it be? Randy would be the perfect opponent for him at the Rumble with their history. And we've had a nice run of face Randy. Time to get the statistics out of him out. But that's for another time. But yeah, Cody's definitely winning. So
Okay, great. So we've all gone with the exact same picks. Does seem like a fairly predictable show. Hopefully there's one or two swerves or shocks in this card. We'll see on Saturday night. So yes, well that concludes my Saturday night main event prediction video. Thank you for joining me, Sab. Of course, this has been Sab's first year on my channel, but we've known each other for about 2.5 years now. We've done quite a few plays together, like I said off Sab's first video with us. So thank you for joining me as this year, Sab, and long may it continue running heading into next year and the year after that.
Absolutely. Thank you for
Yep.
having me. I've really, really enjoyed it. Obviously, we tried the other one, the one that won't be named 3 count. But I'm glad that I could come here and get involved. It's been really, really fun. And yeah,
Yeah.
looking forward to bringing better stuff next year.
Yeah. And of course, he's not here, sadly. I should have mentioned that at the beginning of the video. Yes, but Callum is busy tonight. Otherwise, yeah, he would have been here. Of course, I'm sure he'll watch this. So yeah, thank you, Callum. Of course, he's been a part of the channel for about seven years now. So yeah, thank you very much, Callum. Of course, he'll be back. The three of us will be back for the new year in January, where we will have another Saturday night main event. There's another one.
Oh, is there? Is there one in
Yeah,
January as well?
there's another. There's
Didn't
another
even know
one.
that. All right.
There's another one at the end of January because the Royal Rumble
Ah,
early
I mean,
February.
they could have found something else.
Yeah, it's
I didn't even
this.
know that. They could have done something else instead of
Well,
just doing it
these
again
are
in January.
these are glorified TV specials, aren't they? They're not really network shows. So
Yeah, I because obviously they're using the names of old shows to as like house shows to make them
mm,
spice them up a bit. They could have just done a different one, you know what I
mm,
mean? Rather than calling it
yeah,
the same again, something like Sunday Heat or whatever it used to be called, whatever it was. Yeah.
yeah. So
Anyway,
there will be another one at the end of January. So I'll be back. I'll be back with Callum and Sam again, probably for mid January with our Saturday night's main event prediction
that's hilarious.
video.
That's already
Wait
that
a
somehow
minute.
made this Saturday even more predictable. No, I didn't even know that before we started this. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Okay, anyway.
and then of course in February the Royal Rumble. Yes, with the
Yeah,
road
I've been in February, but this is the first time it's been in February.
early February. Yeah, so
Wow, it's never
yeah,
fair
the
play.
road to
Cool.
WrestleMania the road to WrestleMania 41 begins.
Begins.
Yes, so thank you, Sab. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll probably be back with another video or two before the end of the year, but on the prediction channel wise, thank you guys. We'll see you all in January. Thanks, guys.